Good day, and welcome back to another stream of Assassin's Creed 2 with our historical focused playthrough. And yeah, today we're gonna continue with sequence 5. We're going after the Pazzi conspirators, the one staging the attack on the Medici family. And it's a sequence taking place over 2 years from 1478 to 1480. And right now we're doing still a bit of cleanup in Firenze with some of the minor assassination targets in connection to the Pazzi. And then we're heading out to San Gimignano. However, now that we also have access to the Auditore family crypt here, we can also take care of that basically as soon as it unlocks, so Ezio can learn a bit more about his family and where he's coming from, and yeah, what we're fighting for. I'm gonna go ahead and complete the leather set here, so we're gonna get the leather embraces and the leather chest guard.
You'll be well satisfied, I know it.
You should run now before he eats you.
Yeah, we could also have a look for the remaining statues here. Already found quite a few, but it's gonna be a good money boost at the start. For the statues 4, let's see. Ah ja, this is Venus. We're missing Mars. We got Diana and Apollo. Together but never touching. One sleeps while the other rises, yet both watch over us. The sun and the moon, if you will. Looks like Minerva and Jupiter. Here sits the king of all Olympus, and beside him stands wisdom to guide his rule. Of course, two of the most major first civilization people that we know of. And Neptune and Pluto. Well, we're missing 2 statues.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book? A presto, Ezio.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Okay, we're gonna max out a bank here, because that really increases the city value the best.
Buon viaggio!
Paying respects. Explore the Auditore family crypt. Venice, 1296. I was raised in a small house by the Venetian lagoon, within sight of the rough foam-capped waves of the sea. When I was barely old enough to walk, I became a sailor, navigating the Atlantic first as an apprentice, and then while carrying cargo for my father's patron, Messer Marco Polo. It was a good life. So this is one of my favorite pieces of lore in this whole timeline between AC1 and 2. It really connects those games further together. Birthright. One afternoon that summer, Messer Polo called me into his study. My father was already there, beside an older man, dressed in a strange hooded cape, watching us. At that moment, everything about my life changed. My father told me that he was an assassin. Removing his ring, he showed me a strange marking on his finger, explaining that our family came from an ancient order that protected and defended mankind. He paused. He paused. Sorry. Jesus, I have like a frog in my throat. He paused, and then when I didn't speak, Messer Polo stepped forward. He told me that the stranger in the hood would teach me, and in return I would carry him across the Mediterranean to Spain. And so began my apprenticeship with Dante Alighieri, one that was to destroy every bit of happiness I would ever have. A mentor. In preparation for our voyage, Messer Alighieri met with me repeatedly. At first our meetings were about purchasing supplies, but soon they became about higher things, about life, love, honor, and justice. 1 second. He taught me that society was set up in such a way as to control its members, to stop us from thinking, from seeing. Soon I could look past all the laws and illusions. I understood that mankind was being used by its rulers, that we, the people, deserve freedom. It was then that Dante began showing me pages from a book that Messer Polo had brought back from the palace of a great Genghis Khan. The manuscript, the codex, was about our order, the Assassins. An unexpected farewell. Our planned voyage never took place. While returning to Ravenna to pick up the remainder of his belongings, Dante died. Dismayed at the loss of my mentor, I went to inform my father and Messer Polo of the sad news. Before I could even speak, I was ushered into the study, and my father, his face white, locked the door behind me. Shocked, I listened in silence as he spoke. Dante intended to take the Codex to Spain, where it would be safe, but he was being watched. The enemy of the assassins, the Knights Templar, still existed. I recalled my stories he had told me of the Templars, and it all became clear. Dante had been murdered. The Templars knew about the Codex, and they knew about us. Shaking, my father told me to take the Codex and leave for Spain at once, with my wife and child. As Messer Polo ushered me out the door, he handed me a small piece of paper with a number on it. With this number, I could draw on his credit more ducats than I had ever seen in my life at any bank in Italy. And that's why the Auditore are so, wealthy, and why some of the people have been questioning how the Auditore came to such quick wealth and influence in Florence. Like many families were suspicious of them, as they voiced after Giovanni had been, killed and executed. At sea. We set sail that night, the ship filled with cargo to sell in the markets at Barcelona. At first all was well. Then, to avoid a coming storm, we laid anchor in the Oranto harbor. Cloaked in darkness, the pirates came. I didn't see them until they were already boarding my ship. I hid with my family in the hold. Pulling out the Codex, I ran the worn leather cover through my hands. Then I broke the spine. The pages slid silently onto the floor. I scattered them into the chest, boxes and containers I was carrying to market. The men who found us were drunk. I could smell it on my breath. When they asked for the Codex, I knew who had sent them. Holding back my rage, I said that I had thrown it overboard. They started to laugh. Two held me down, still grinning, while the rest cut off my wife's clothes. She begged for mercy until her voice gave out. Once they were done, they threw her into the sea. They took my cargo and sank my ship and left me adrift, clinging to a piece of railing. I made it to the beach with my son. My wife's body washed up on the shore the next morning with the tide. Experiencing firsthand the cruelty of the Templars. Now, given, it wasn't the Templars that have done all of this, they just, paid pirates to do so. But it's the fact that the Templars, were responsible for it. A new name. I never saw the sea again. Making my way to Florence, I rented a small room and then visited the bank. I'd memorized Polo's account number. With the vast sum I now had at my disposal, I went to Venice in disguise to fight my father. I returned to Florence the next day. Both Polo and my father were already dead. From that moment forward, I collected treatises on architecture, studied the classics, and took vocal lessons. I adopted the name Auditore, impersonating a noble at the Florentine court. Accepted as one of their own, I took on the trappings of nobility and constructed this villa for me and my son. And then I hunted them. I raised my son to fight, to find the Codex, and to kill Templars. Together we would regain the honor of my wife and avenge the death of my father. 2 debts that could never be repaid. To the Auditore that read this, remember that you are not a nobleman. You are not one of the deceivers. You are one of the people. Avenge us. I think it's just so well constructed, you know, the whole backstory to the Auditore, you know, why they've kind of like always felt like outsiders themselves, and also within, you know, the social circles they've been in. They never were part of the nobility, you know. They're just impersonating the nobility, if you will. And it's just the ultimate social stealth move in a way, you know. It's like your whole identity is kind of like, I mean, of course, you know, to Ezio and all that, it's of course, you know, real in a way. But the reason Giovanni is a nobleman and a banker was because it allowed him access to, you know, social circuits he wouldn't have otherwise. And, you know, his primary motivations were still, you know, the assassin cause. You know, in a way, this crypt kind of like feels like a rite of passage. I assume that many of the Auditore family members have visited this place. But yeah, that's Domenico Auditore, our great grandfather, and what I assume is his son. Oh yeah, more money in the bank.
I have scores of new works from exciting young artists. You may not know the names now, but you will. Hurry before they become ensnared in long projects for rich churchmen.
Okay, let's buy some paintings. We have a lady with an ermine. A Saint Chrysogonus, which is quite expensive. I'm gonna buy everything that's like under 2k, I think. Let's buy Saint Francis in Ecstasy. and Battista and Federico.
A pleasure, sir. Come again.
Best of raiment here, friends.
Swords
and clothes of finest weave.
Let's also get the knife belt upgrade. And the medium medicine pouch. Well, actually, we could just buy the large one and then we can skip the medium.
Thank you. Till next time, sir.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book? A presto, Ezio.
Hello there, Mitch. Welcome in, dude. And good day to you.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Alright. Okay, we're looking money for the blacksmith upgrade, the last one. Let's upgrade the mines. And let's also get the military barracks here. I see we're back to our favorite Italian assassin. Absolutely, dude. Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Buon viaggio.
Such a great character. But yeah, this game definitely instilled a love for me for Italy, for sure. Even if not everything, you know, might be 100% accurate, but yeah. It's a very fascinating time in history as well. Perfetto. The architetto. But yeah, let's go back to Florence. There's still a couple of assassination contracts to do before we head to San Gimignano.
Spices for noble wares. Armor fit for an emperor. And of the right
And yeah, doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Have a couple of hours before I have to work later, so doing a bit more progress, but it's gonna be a rather short stream today. How's your day going, Mitch?
Leonardo.
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you? Haha! You found another one! How exciting! I see. If I just rearrange these letters... Here, it's done.
Alrighty, let's find the next assassination contract.
Fear, this evil, wild, rabid animal. It kills any who cross his path indiscriminately. He must be brought down.
on earth is he up to?
Holy focaccia. That's what they say in Italy, don't they? Holy focaccia. Hello there, Assassino. Hello there, Mita. Welcome in. And how's it going? Yeah, doing pretty good. Thank you, Mita. Doing a bit more progress with AC2 today, but doing only a short stream though. We just done the Auditore Crypt, the family crypt, and now we're doing some more assassination contracts in Florence before heading out to San Gimignano to find the Pazzi conspirators. Sounds like a good plan. You're doing good. Using some dead time at work to pass by. That's definitely fair. It's good sometimes, you know, to get some breaks where you don't really have to do much at work. You can just kind of like, you know, do something completely different. Yesterday you had dinner with a former colleague of yours from Berlin who's visiting Rome. It was lovely. Oh, very nice. That's cool. That they came to visit. Was it the first time in Rome, or have they visited before? I hope you've done some liberating in Rome, because then the liberation of Roma would have begun. Just recruiting some random assassins in the streets of Rome. Classic. Oh, very nice, Amita. That's good to hear. Yeah, I bet. You know, like 3 days of training. And like long trainings as well. Definitely deserved to catch a break there. Peacekeeper. A contingent of traitorous guards is planning to march on my palace. Kill them all before they trigger a riot. Oh shit. 1 minute, but only until we start attacking them. So we can take our time getting there, but as soon as we kill the first person, gotta take care of the others. And there's like 10 targets. Smoke bombs would make this easier, but we don't have one yet.
Shall be offered to he that brings his person or his head into city custody. Moneta! Quattrini! Do not think... Moneta! Quattrini! Mia, gold!
Where'd that come from?
Florins! Mia, gold!
Where'd that come from?
Quattrini!
Is he an entertainer?
Kleptomaniac. Pickpocket 1000 florins. Nice. It's definitely much easier to do that when pickpocketing a herald that you just bribed. Because you can get all of your money back that way. You kind of raise your notoriety again, like slightly, but it's still always worth it, I feel. Especially early on when 500 florins actually, you know, matter. We start some liberations soon. Wait for it on the news with some crazy guys who will be climbing the Colosseum. Then I would know, that's Mitch. That's my boy.
You're but a pezzo di merda.
Don't be shy.
Pezzo di merda. That's not very nice. Yeah, that's a lot of guys here. Smoke bomb would make this a lot easier, but we have to try without.
He won't outrun me! Time you were put out of our misery! We work together, he can't take us. for a slip. Take it behind!
Come on, attack me.
Are you
Fucking hell. Way too long.
Tira tutto il... Grande assassino! You won't last a minute! From the back! Blindsided!
Come on. Please attack me. Now. Fuck. I was just about to kill him. Yeah, it's one of those missions that with Smoke Bomb you get it done in like 15 seconds. But I'm like so super early. I have like barely any equipment.
You should not be up here. Leave down or down. Raju, you think you can escape?
But the timeline says I have to do this now. I think I'm just gonna stick to like using Hidden Blade from the get-go because that at least insta-kills on a counter. I was like using the heavy weapons and it's also quite effective. Especially since the counter window is like bigger, but Hidden Blade is just much quicker. The animation also to actually kind of like take the weapon off him is quite long. And like every second counts really. I mean every 6 seconds I have to like kill one of them. A tourist got injured trying it 2 days ago. Jesus. That wasn't a good idea.
Enough!
Okay, we got 5 really quick. I hit this heavy attack.
Stronzo! His day is...
Fuck, man. Again. Fucking last second. It's definitely possible, I think, if you get 5 assassinated at the start. And I guess you really gotta nail the timing on the Hidden Blade counter, but I missed it a couple of times, so it's a bit tricky. I just have to be a bit more precise with the counter and then we have it. But the Hidden Blade counter is always a bit tricky to nail, like, all the time. What I could also try is like quick stepping behind them. Then you can often like assassinate them from behind, like instantly. Because I'm also like a bit dependent on like how quickly they're attacking me.
Hey, Stronzo! This day is your last.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
We've no need for your kind here.
Can you stop heavy attacking? Just regular attack? Fucking hell.
Leave this place, bastard! We've no need for your kind here!
Attack me now. Thank you. Yes. Okay, we got it. That was definitely a bit of a pain. To do like this early in the story without like any smoke bombs.
May your demise be swift and terrible.
Alright, there's 2 more assassination contracts to do. Yeah, definitely possible, but I feel like it's also a bit... Or either you play perfect, I guess, or you kind of have to get a bit lucky with what kind of attack they're doing. Because if they're doing the heavy kind of swing, then you can't really counter it.
We must all work toward his apprehension. Air for all.
For
Wait.
your next act, you swallow salt.
Going to die for that assassino!
Don't push me like that. Thank you, Amita and Mitch. He's like, no, you will fail again. You shall not succeed. Not on my watch.
Well, now.
A leader of a pack. A small group of the condottieri who attacked my palace have been spotted and seem to be regrouping. Tell one of them to the garrison and kill the leader.
should be up here. You!
Cheers, Mitch. Same to you, dude. I hope the rest of work goes well to you. And hope you have a good rest of your day as well. Thank you for dropping by. And yeah, hope you also have a good time with your friend if he's still in Rome.
You'll soon sprout fletchings if you don't get down.
Okay, that should be the place. Pretty long tailing mission here. And there's a garrison leader. Oh, let's see if they're saying anything.
There! On him!
Alright, and that means we have one more assassination mission left, I believe. Or maybe it's not here, maybe it's in San Gimignano, the last one. Let me have a quick look here. Well, it's supposed to be in Florence, but maybe it hasn't spawned yet. The only thing we could try is get the last viewpoint down here, if the mission starting point would be there, but usually it wouldn't be the case. Like usually you would have multiple starting points, but I'm just gonna make sure, you know. Of course, if I can do the missions according to the timeline, then I want to do that in that order, but sometimes you can't, you know, sometimes you have to wait until the mission actually unlocks. Even if, historically speaking, it would, you know, take place earlier.
What the hell is he doing?
Well, let's just get the last viewpoint here and then... We also have all the viewpoints in Florence, I guess, so that's nice.
Murderer! There!
Oh,
Let them have it.
dear Lord, watch over this
Somewhere!
station.
Only fight! Save your
You
head!
won't get
Stop
away.
it! Stop, you little shit!
Only fight! Save your head.
Entrusting our security with
Stop! When can I get my hands on you?
Naja, the Palazzo Medici. Completed in 1455 by Cosimi de Medici's live-in architects Michelozzo di Bartolomeo Michelozzi. What a name. The Palazzo Medici was constructed as a private residence of a Medici family. It was designed according to the values of humanism, the dominant ideology of the Renaissance, which attempts to engage the viewer with structures built on a more human scale. At least that's the theoretical ideology of the Palazzo, but the effect goes something more like this. The outside is foreboding and keeps people out. If a facade could talk, it seems to be saying, "Get back, you do not belong here, you're not important enough to enter." In contrast, the interior courtyard, which only the Medici and their guests saw, has none of the exterior's hard edges. It's full of luscious, curving rounded arches. Like a wedding cake, it says, "You've arrived, welcome to paradise." In fact, Cosimo both approved the courtyard and rejected an early architectural plan by Brunelleschi that would have led to a more open facade. He wanted the Medici fortress inside Florence.
Requires bleeding.
Very inclusive, very open to the public. That's the Medici for you.
Get down! Honor!
You want it? I have it! The latest Vogue artist? Onward you shall slay, good son and more. That it's our ship. Go! Harbor no kindly thoughts for this hardened killer. He is no different.
Gold! Where did that come from? Money! Silver! Gold!
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 Mi piace!
Sì!
Gold!
Oh.
Mi piace! Find this glass for the state. The aberration's heritage heart will be blind.
Nicely done.
Alright, so that's all the viewpoints in Florence at this point. And we've done, in fact, all the assassination contracts currently available, so we have to do the remaining one later. Which means we can now go to San Gimignano, I believe. Ah no, there's actually this race mission over here that we can still do.
Assassin strikes our glorious republic has been sighted nearby. Be vigilant.
Wow!
Dove? Who goes? Where?
Gennaro!
Why, her gold! Money!
I'm the best racer in this distretto. They say you're pretty good. I say, prove it.
The San Marco Scuttle. I'm the fastest thief in this city. You think you can beat my best time? I do. Let's go. I think that was like one of my best runs yet on this mission. I love these races. I wouldn't actually mind there being like double the amount. Maybe a couple less assassination contracts. It's just always so fun. Also something I wish I would like bring back in like newer titles, you know, having like parkour races or sorts. Would be nice to have. yeah, that means we have indeed done everything we wanted to do according to the timeline in Florence at this point. So we can now make our way to San Gimignano for the next main mission, which still takes place in April of this year. In general, April was quite a long month according to how much Ezio has done. But yeah, I assume the attack on the Medici family, you know, required immediate action to find all the traitors in time.
Agreed.
Right. We had to go to Monteriggioni first and talk to Mario, I assume. And after that we're going to San Gimignano.
Whatever's on his mind, it must be important. Sold out of devotional landscape. Oh, back. Here the customer is always right. Come here.
You beat his brains out!
Beat his brains out. Or maybe not the entire brain though. He still needs a little bit of it.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book? A presto, Ezio.
Let's reinvest that into the city.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Oh wow, I'm actually missing $100 here to get the last blacksmith upgrade. Well, in that case, let's upgrade the tailor. And get the brothel. And let's also get the second doctor upgrade.
Buon viaggio!
Ezio! Come in, come in! To what do we owe the honor?
I've been sent from Firenze by Il Magnifico to attend to some unfinished business. I'm looking for Jacopo de Pazzi.
Ha! Who isn't? We've been at it for days.
And perhaps what I carry will help us both. A list of his co-conspirators. One of them will talk before he dies.
Excellent. These men are sure to lack Jacopo's resources, which means they will be easier to find. I will put my scouts to it at once.
I appreciate the help, Uncle. I've got something else for you as well. More codex pages.
Ah, let's see what we can learn. What is this? What profit?
What did you find, Uncle?
Just another damn mystery. The text here roughly translates to only the prophet may open it. There's reference to 2 pieces of Eden, but these pages offer no answers, Nipote. At least, not on their own. You must find more.
We'll have to save it for another day, Uncle. I have a mission to attend to.
As you wish. Now, if you hope to defeat these bastardi, I will need to teach you a few things. Meet me on the practice field.
Evasive maneuvers. Meet Mario on the practice field to train.
All right, Ezio. You're familiar with counterattacking, but what happens when your enemy is as well?
I don't usually give them the opportunity.
Tough talk offers little protection against Templar steel.
Then by all means, Maestro. Teach me what to do.
Now dodge. Figlio di Troia! Enjoying the ride down to hell.
Bene, bene. Now do it again. Much better. One last time now.
Bravo!
What are you waiting for?
Let's see it another time.
Sei in pessima forma. Dovresti fare più pratica.
Just one more time, Ezio.
Oh, su! Non sono mica così bravo.
Magnifico! Once again, you exceed my expectations.
Signore, we found Jacopo's men, and they wait your word to strike.
Relay the following. No man moves until they have spoken with Ezio. Intesi?
It will be done.
Go, Ezio. Visit with my mercenaries in the countryside. See if Jacopo's lackeys won't lead you to him. But be careful. They will be expecting you.
Alright, but now it's time to make our way to San Gimignano.
Great metal work here.
Do you require a medical?
Of new works from exciting young artists.
Why can't I target the guards here? It's so weird. I just want to get my thieves to lure these guards away. But I can't target the guards. Okay, now I can.
All yours. Have fun.
Okay, let's check if that race is the one I can do before the next main mission. We're looking for the San Gimignano dash.
Did I just see that? I must be working too hard.
I can beat any man in these parts when it comes to speed. They say you might be a real test for me.
I've heard you're pretty fast, Assassin. Think you can beat my best time?
There's a hero in the hood. Fear him not, lest you who have sinned, for his cause is good. In times of greatest sorrow, when the tyrants rule the land, he strikes from deepest shadow, he is fate's avenging hand.
Ah, these guys.
My lucky day! Va bene! Gold!
My lucky day.
That's more like it! The easy way! Così mi piace!
Get your hands off me!
Well, he kinda asked for it.
I want no part of this!
Okay. I was like for a second thinking that my PC was like crashing, but it was just like the game. Well, good thing it wasn't my PC, because that would have been annoying if the entire stream went down. Amita just got Far Cry Primer for about €6. Ooh, very nice. That's a great deal. Definitely worth it money. Like, Far Cry Primal was a really good experience. I really enjoyed both playthroughs that I've done. If you're looking for a bit of a challenge, I would recommend going for Survivor difficulty. It really actually makes the game better by giving more of an incentive to like, you know, resource, like, you know, hunting and gathering essentially, which is of course like a large part of the game. I love that music for the races and for like, you know, chases and the likes. It's just Jasper Kidd at his finest.
The hand that deals in death so far does walk among his friends. The chair is crazy.
Ah yeah, so now we can do the assassination mission. Nice. I'm actually gonna place this a bit lower on my historic order list. Let me see if I can do it real quick. Okay, I moved 2 missions there that I couldn't actually do until later, and I think I found some pretty good positions to play them in alternatively. It doesn't mess with like the year they take place in, actually it's just like a bit of a different order than what other people have been recommending. But sometimes you just can't do a mission until a certain point, so... You hate it when you hear the audio static when something crashes. Me too. I just prepare for the worst in that moment, you know, like for a blue screen of death or something. Kinda like hanging there for a second and just wondering what's gonna happen. I've tracked one of the Pazzi benefactors to a farm east of San Gimignano. Kill him and we'll all be safer.
There! After him! I can't see him anymore! I see him! Stop! All right! Just let me go! Anatom! We're losing! Hey, he was just there.
Be roasted or fried in oil?
That's the question, isn't it? Roasted or fried?
Are you cowering in here, my friend?
I didn't see that.
Good! Please listen! I promise I'll be satisfied!
Renato, let me go!
I think he's dead. It is a similar situation once on stream where Windows decided to update the display driver. You just have a disconnecting sound and the screen go black. You were like, what the fuck happened? When you saw the update, you were like, really, Windows now? That's like the worst. When you have like forced updates or something. It's like, yeah, it's not like it's will, you know, mess with anything I'm currently doing at the moment. What's this colorful game then? I know, right? Isn't it crazy? I don't remember AC2 looking this colorful. But I had so many technical issues with the PC versions of the Ezio games that I just didn't bother and decided to play the Ezio collection for the first time on the Xbox. It made OBS close as well. That's really annoying. It's like, fucking hell, Windows.
Are you going to make a nuisance of yourself?
AC2 looks wrong with colors. There was definitely something adding to the atmosphere with a more desaturated look. And therefore crash the stream. Yeah. It's so annoying when that happens. Okay, so this mission we can play at any point really, because it's just taking place during 1478, so it's not really tied to like a specific month or, you know, kind of like day. Don't get your hands dirty. 4 of the guards in San Gimignano are plotting to have me murdered. I need them to disappear. It shouldn't appear that you were involved, but the crowd is starting to recognize your kills. Ideally, eliminate them without using weapons. So what, I'm just gonna knock them out? Or maybe Poison Blade kill them?
Get down!
You have no issues with the Ezio games on PC, just cap the FPS to 60 and you're good. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I tried everything and I've been playing the games for so many years on PC. Then I re-download them from Ubisoft, like, officially, and I don't know, I think it might also be connected to the hardware changes I've done since I've upgraded my system. With a new graphics card and, you know, CPU and all that, like new RAM, and I don't know, I feel like there's some issues now because of it. Because I've tried like every trick in the book. I spent like hours and hours like trying to get it to work. And yeah, I tried everything and it just won't work as I want to, so I don't wanna, you know, waste more time on that for now. I'm gonna get it to work eventually, but I wanted to get this playthrough actually started. And have to wait more days. Perfect. Hey, I didn't use any weapons to kill him. Kept crashing. Well, for AC2, I just couldn't use OBS to game capture. The, AC2, I had to use this play capture without, like, to make sure it doesn't actually glitch out. Which was really weird. Like, I have had issue before, but those fixes I used before that actually made it work just wouldn't. And for Brotherhood and Revelations, it just won't recognize my Xbox One controller properly. Like, no matter what software changes I used, you know, like to kind of like emulate a 360 controller. Usually I never had to do anything with Brotherhood or Revelations, it just worked, but I've done like everything and it just won't recognize my triggers. No matter what I do, even though every other game is fine. And not even my 360, like I use the 360 controller in official one. Not even that will be recognized properly by those games. And yeah, it was just annoying. But yeah, I've done like every trick in the book. And nothing worked.
Hey, let go!
Yeah, keyboard mouse. I used to play the Ezio games like this, but I can't anymore. Especially on stream, like it just looks a lot better, I feel, with controller. Like a lot smoother. It of course also depends, you know, how you wanna play. I guess you can also make it look smooth with keyboard and mouse, but at this point I just wanna play the games on controller. It's like more chill to me. I can also just, you know, lay back a bit and not really have to sit in a certain position either. Which is pretty nice when you're like playing games for hours on end.
There he is! Laggiù! Release me! Laggiù! He's there, on him!
The terror of a lone man!
I've never seen a more timid group of armed men! What is this?
To get caught in the middle!
Go! You're not
Life expectancy? About 5 more years.
Salute!
Alright, if I finish this, don't get your hands dirty. Let's look for the Courier mission. There's actually 2 I want to be doing. And it could be that the one we're still waiting to spawn doesn't unlock until we do the other one first. So let's have a look here.
What the hell is he doing?
Not supposed to be like you!
Cazzo fa, stronzo!
I need this delivered right away. If you're quick, I'll make it worth your while.
Wedding bells are ringing. Deliver the letter to the chapel on the other side of town before the wedding ceremony begins. From Raimondo. Dear Vincente, I've received evidence to prove our worst suspicions. Your daughter is marrying an impostor. Although Leone claims to be a Guelph, he is in fact Florentine. This is further proof that those liars and cheats are trying to invade our government and further take away what little independence we have. If upon reading this your blood is boiling as much as mine, I say we drop him off at Torre Grossa. That was sent a message to Florence. Yours, Raimondo. Postscriptum. Once you have disposed of this annoyance, my son is of eligible age, as you know. Perhaps your daughter's hand would be better suited for his. Jesus. So we are aiding in love being destroyed because it's a Florentine dude trying to marry someone from here. But yeah, I guess a job is a job. Got to deliver the letter. Grazie.
As he passes by, those who make our lives a burden shall by him be tried.
Also Brebeck.
Watchman, priest, or politician, twisted words and blind ambition meet their match in his defiance. Truth and justice his alliance. Wondrous deeds he has performed for the good of all, to pay the evil ones, to watch them fall. Sing for joy, our Lord is here, blessing us with his good cheer. Let us now show our respect. Come amici, gentle spirit, God for il campione as he passes by. Those who make our lives a burden shall by him be tried. Che diavolo they will say when the dogs have met their day. To their shame and great dismay, il campione will have his way. Wondrous deeds he has performed for the good of all. Come to pay the evil ones, come to watch them fall. Spare a thought for Il Campione as he passes by. Those who make our lives a burden shall by him be tried. Watchman, priest, or politician, twisted words and blind ambition meet their match in his defiance. Truth and justice his alliance. Sing for joy, our Lord is here, blessing us with his good cheer. Let us now show our respect. Come amici, genuflect.
Alrighty. Yeah, so now we have another Courier mission that spawned. Let's check it out if that's the one we're still missing, because I'm fully caught up with all the missions up until this point, and we can actually do the next main story mission.
Well,
You want it? I have it. Related.
Torri dei Savucci. In a city famous for its towers, the Savucci family, in a display of 13th century might, erected not one but two. And not only did they erect two, they built them to be taller than the ruler of San Gimignano, the Podesta's tower, despite a law made in 1255 that prohibited such an act of blatant brick and mortar style aggression. Outraged, the Podesta forced the towers to be cut down until they were smaller than his.
What are you doing here?
Classic tower envy.
Down, Stronzo. There.
Why can't I throw? Throwing nice.
Come get me. Okay, I will feel
Okay then. I swear, there's definitely some new bugs in the remaster that I never encountered in the original versions.
Your watchman, take no chances. He must be stopped.
Palazzo Comunale. San Gimignano's town hall was built as the seat of the municipal government in 1288. As befits the city of towers, one of the council's earliest acts inside their new home was to construct the Torre Grossa on top. The Podesta took up residence at the Palazzo Comunale in 1337.
Please, get this delivered on time and I'll repay you handsomely.
Okay, and that's speedy delivery. There was another mistake in the mission structure, because you can't do this until the other Courier mission we've just done spawned. So I'm gonna drag it down a bit further here. Alright. Quickly deliver these 3 letters to their respective destinations. Hello Valgorki, welcome in. From Rigarda. Dear Luca, I've been working to find a match for your daughter, but I find that most men in San Gimignano are weak and foolish, and those who are not are put off by your daughter's display of independence. One potential suitor was shocked by her desire to leave the house without her head covering. Another was dismayed to find that she had planned the activities of the day herself. This cannot continue to go on if I am to find a husband for her. Take off a stick and beat her if you have to, but make sure she is docile the next time I bring a suitor by. If you cannot straighten her out, we may have to consider a nunnery. Sincerely, Regarda. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't want to deliver these letters. These people are horrible. From Diana. Politics, politics, always politics. You swear that you are too busy at court to visit your son, but that is a lie. I know that you do not want to be seen with him. How many heirs has your supposed wife Bella produced? None by my count, and I keep track. You think that I am beneath you, and you may be right. But at least I had the courage to take care of your son, rather than throw him out in the street, which many a night I yearn to do. Instead, I've raised him to be a good boy. He minds the house while I work in the shop. Now he's almost all grown up and the heir to your estate. And who do you have? An upper-class wife who commandeers your money, wears a wig, and parades around like a peacock, in spite of the fact that she is as infertile as a donkey. I may envy your money and your masculinity, Vincente, but I do not envy you that. Visit our son or not, he will have your estate soon enough. May God comfort you during the endless winter of your fertility. Ciao, Diana. Now this letter I'm gonna deliver for sure. And the letter from Michelangelo. And that of course is the actual, like, artist Michelangelo. Now this letter likely isn't like, you know, real. At least as far as I know, but it's still really cool they, you know, built in a letter from Michelangelo to his father. Dear father, it has been almost a week since I abandoned my schooling. I don't expect you to understand why. I can't really explain it myself. But I feel the world flying by and I need to catch it, to become part of its tides and currents. I'm not very good with speaking or numbers, but with my hands I can shape everything flowing around me, every moment, every mood. I know that you had wanted me to become something more than an artist, but please, for the sake of my future, relent. As you have always known, I am much more interested in sculpting and painting than I am in studying, and now the artist Domenico Ghirlandaio has asked me to join him as an apprentice. He just got back from Roma, where he painted a masterful panel in the Cappella Sistina. If I work hard, I might even be invited inside the Vatican, and maybe I get to see it. Please give your blessing to this apprenticeship. I promise to live up to your lofty expectations, and I hope that one day you will be proud of me. Your son, Michelangelo.
Metalwork here.
Molte grazie.
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 Grazie. Right, and that finally finishes Speedy Delivery. Which means the next mission will be Town Crier. And that one also has a specific date, which is the 3rd of May, 1478. Now the thing is, we have like multiple different main story starting points here. But it must be one of the ones inside San Gimignano.
Hey, andiamo!
Go away. Laggiù! He's there, on him! Got him up! My experience got me. An extra hour! Peasants are not allowed up here. Get down, or I'll throw you down.
Santa Croce! One quiet day!
Brings but evil and death to all he visits.
Silver,
Your
gold.
money. That's more like it. I like your money.
Silver and gold.
Now that's more like it.
Salute, Ezio! Antonio Maffei has sought refuge atop the city's tallest structure, spouting scripture and arrows in equal measure. The man has clearly lost his mind. Making matters worse, he's posted archers all around him. You do well to clear them out before approaching.
Grazie for the information.
Alright, that's the correct mission here. Town Crier. Assassinate Antonio Maffei on top of a tower in San Gimignano.
Purity and with preservation. Penalties will be most harsh for any caught transgressing.
Citizens of San Gimignano, heed well of my word. You must repent. Repent and seek forgiveness. For your wicked ways have incurred the wrath of a demon. Summoned by your sin, he now walks our world, cloaked in shadow and darkness. And everywhere he treads, death follows. Why, you ask? Because you have strayed and sacrificed your liberty to that wretch, Lorenzo de Medici. You are puppets, enslaved by purse strings, won over by poisonous words. You have lost your virtue. You have lost your dignity. You have lost your faith. And this draws the demons in to feed. And feed they will! All whilst you wander, lost in ignorance. Know that good men have died protecting you from evil. Men who sought to save these lands, to purify them. Join me in prayer, my children, so that together we might stand against this darkness. Give ear, O heavens, and I will speak. And hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. Let my teaching drop as the rain, my speech distill as the dew, as raindrops on the tender herb, and as showers on the grass. For I proclaim the name of the Lord. Ascribe greatness to our God. He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are justice. A God of truth and without injustice. Righteous and upright is he. They have corrupted themselves. They are not his. Away with you, demon.
Have some respect for death, my friend.
I'll show you respect.
No, I will. Che tu possa al fine trovare riposo, nel corpo e nella mente. Requiescat in pace.
Maestro, it's with fear in my heart that I write this letter. The Prophet has arrived. I feel it. The birds don't act as they should. They swirl around the location. I see them from my tower. I will not attend our meeting as asked. I can't expose myself like this, or the demon might find me. Forgive me, for I am only listening to my voice. May the Father of Understanding guide you. Guide me, Brother A.
Never one bites the dust. Hello there, Auditore, welcome in. And thank you so much, dude, for the 5 stream streak. How's it going? Oh damn, we have quite a bit of money here. In Montericcioni. Smooth. Supply and demand. A local guild leader supplying the Pazzi with arms lives in San Gimignano. Tell one of his men to find him, then kill him.
He must be late. And she must be beautiful.
That was so freaking close. Didn't really intend for that to happen.
fresca!
I've great metal work here. Has anyone... Here you go, sir. Mention me to your amici.
Salute a voi.
I may be a bit disorganized, but I do know my sleep. Bear with me, amici.
Che diavolo! Another lunatic. What is he doing?
Amici, why not sup with me?
Come and see what my little gallery has done. I'm sure I have a surprise for any art lover. Or forgive me, sir.
Don't hurt me, please!
Non uccideteli! Please, leave me alone. Get down, ora!
A delicate matter, but important to me. Could you persuade the idiot I married to come home to me and stay home? I implore you.
Spear of Infidelity. Beat up the double-crossing husband.
Now! Now! You shouldn't be up here! Leave!
He's mad! Sicuro! That's certainly audacious.
I know that man. But you che il diavolo!
Generally, they're made for swinging at people.
Beats that give you life, Stronzo! You win! And I'll be a good, faithful husband!
So after getting his neck broken, he's gonna be a good husband, I guess. I mean, having a second chance at living, that's understandable. It's so funny, you know, when you have like an animation that clearly looks like super niveau, but it isn't. Flea Market. San Gimignano has long been filled with enemies of the Medici, and conspirators there are plotting against Florence. They're located in the marketplace next to Santa Maria Assunta.
Whatever I did to deserve this punishment, I'm sorry.
This is none of my affair.
Where's the other conspirator?
Damn it! Where is he at? There he is! I cannot dare! On him!
Where's the other dude? Is that you?
Cazzo! Cazzo! Not you! Get him!
Gentlemen, throw your weapons down. You might let you leave.
Just let me go!
It's a bit weird because the target isn't like shown on the map. Huh? That's so weird, it's like the target just disappeared. But I'm still in the mission.
These yellow lacks. They couldn't be without first time.
I've got to get out of here!
Works from exciting young artists. You may not know the names now, but you will.
Never knew what hit
Become ensnared in long projects for rich churchmen.
That's really weird.
You have no...
About time you were put out of our misery! Get away, Dana! Presto! I've got to get out!
I mean, these are clearly the two targets, and they're both dead, but I didn't finish the mission. Guess we gotta restart it.
Come and see what my little gallery has got. I'm sure I have a surprise.
What do you think you're doing?
You've ruined a full day's labor with your
You have a
idiocy.
choice to make, friend. It's a
All
basic
through the
question
night
of
to meet the
survival.
deadline.
I don't care either way. Enough!
Cazzo! Get down from there! Cazzo! Get down from there!
Well, aren't you a funny man?
Get back!
Peasants are not allowed! He's here! Faster! Don't lose him!
You shouldn't be here!
Where do you learn to do that?
Go, now! Ragazzi, let's try it again!
Do you see what's going on?
Not yet. But you will.
You're back. Alright. The power they wielded cut down their enemies. We have Otto von Bismarck, Germany. Perseus, Greece. Attila the Hun, Eurasia. Samson, Hebrew. Alexander the Great, Macedonia. Sigmund, Norse. Charlemagne, Europe. King Arthur, Britannia. Joan of Arc, France. And Aeneas, Troy. So we're looking for something that cuts down the enemies, like a sword. In their hands, the wise lean on a great force. King Louis XV, France. Emperor Shunzhi, China. John the Baptist, Jerusalem. Achilles, Greece. Amenhotep III, Egypt. Alexander the Great, Macedonia. King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, Spain. Shapataka, Egypt. Peter, Jerusalem. And Moses, Egypt. So looking for something to lean on, like a staff.
Money! Oh, yes! Money! Dear money!
Come, friends! The new mines are making my metal working quite a lot.
Watchman, please don't fall in. Life expectancy.
steal the elixir of dead and power.
The new mines are making a better work.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book? A presto, Ezio.
Damn, we're rich. 32k.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Can pretty much like max out Monteligioni now. But honestly, I think I'd rather get the next armor set here at this point. You know, we're gonna have plenty of money either way starting now, so I'd rather want to get like the next evolution of the armor set.
Come, distinguished CRIER.
It's like a natural progression through the game. Now that we have the entire Helmschmied set available. Let's also get the mall. And let's buy a stiletto.
Well, one man's coin is as good as another.
Do
you require medical assistance?
New artisan. No matter. Have a good day, sir.
And let's go back to the Assassin White for now.
Bene, bene. See you next time.
Then we're gonna do one more mission for today, and that's the first or second Assassin Tomb. The first we do outside of the main story, which is Il Duomo Secret in Florence. This one we just have to do it during the year 1478, so you can really do it at any point during this year.
Di Grazia, stay away from the artwork on the walls. And when your men paint the dome, take care not to disturb any of the sacred relics in the lanterna on top. They are the most important artifacts in our church.
Yes, yes, Padre. Just make sure to pay us the full sum for our work.
Il Duomo Secret. Explore the Basilica Santa Maria del Fiore and find the assassin's seal hidden within.
Bene. Now I have a way back up in case I fall.
Bene. There it is. The first time I actually hear it in the Ezio games. That's such an awkward climbing animation. Oh, that's funny. But respect to Ezio for actually still pulling it off. And there we are. The tomb of Etani, I think it is. Let's see. Was Etani the spear one? Yeah, that's Etani. Alright, that's Il Duomo secret. Alright, so we're almost done with the year 1478. There's 2 more assassination contracts to do. And then I'm actually fully done with the year. And the next main mission will then take place in 1479. But we will continue there next time, because for today this is all I'm gonna be doing. But yeah, made some good progress. Especially when it comes to the side content, we've got quite a bit done. And according to the timeline, we definitely get to take care of most of the side stuff like midway through the story. So the later sequences are gonna be much more focused on the main story in return. But yeah, for now, this is gonna be it. Thank you everyone for joining today for more of this, even if it was just a shorter session. Tomorrow though is gonna be a longer one again. We're gonna be streaming pretty much the entire afternoon. And then we're also definitely gonna move into sequence 6. And who knows, maybe even sequence 7. Gonna see how it goes. But yeah, for today, this is where we're gonna call it. With Ezio Auditore da Firenze in his assassin adventures. Let's see who's online and who we could raid today, shall we? Oh yeah, Rod is still streaming AC Brotherhood, so we're gonna have a look over there. He's doing a really cool challenge, which is the floor's lava. Which means he's never allowed to really touch the ground unless there's no other way around it. No worries, Amita. Thank you for being here, dude. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope you enjoy the day of work. And definitely catch you next time.